Merry Christmas, special edition. Rosie, psychic investigator. So, guys, I am just giving a special introductions because I do these long live streams, okay? And just now, this is Wednesday, the 12th. I covered Brexit, and it was really an amazing reading. So what I'm going to do is, just because usually it takes me a while to post these readings, and I'm just going to cut the part of Brexit and collate with this introduction, okay, and share it, because I feel like it has a lot of information about what's happening in Brexit and the Queen and Theresa May, and I don't think it's going to go through it. It just gives the details of what's going on and why and who the players are, okay? So I just thought it was interesting. I got a message saying, Rosa, make sure to release it, huh? People need to learn information. Yeah, they need it. And it was just remarkable. Sometimes I do get these readings that are kind of like amazing, you know? Like, it seems very urgent historical information, and I must share it. So, okay, so thanks for watching. And I'm gonna cut straight to Brexit. What's happening? Huh? Yeah, what's happening? Okay, alright, okay. Good night, bye. Okay, so the last thing, let's just move to Brexit and Theresa May, okay? Brexit and what the hell's going on, okay? And I feel like, guys, I haven't read a ton, and there's a lot that I don't know about Brexit, but let's just close my eyes and see what comes. Because I know that today there was a referendum from the Conservatives about her, about Theresa May, okay? So what's happening? What is her role and what's going on here? Because, you know, these guys, they're all involved in this. Okay, and it was interesting because the European Commission, they said, we're not going to renegotiate this. So it's either you say goodbye, right? Or cancel the whole thing. So what is happening with Brexit and Theresa May and the Conservatives? Let's see. So, okay, so guys, this is the thing. First, I see that she is, you know, she's, how do you explain it? She has this personality, or her role, I guess, is to, it's almost like she's very goody two shoes is probably the best way to explain it. It's kind of like, it's like she's tasked with delivering this thing, and she feels she has to do it. She doesn't like it. She doesn't think it's the right thing to do, but she's like, I have to do it. And that's, you know, anybody who, I feel like as you go up in your career, no matter what it is, you have to like it because the stakes get higher and higher. Okay. So she doesn't like this. So it's hard for her to sell it because she doesn't think ultimately it's the right thing, but she feels like she's obligated to do it because there's so much dirt underneath it all. Okay. And so what it shows also is that um, over time, and this is interesting. Okay. Over time, it's as if it shows that the Brexit is almost like a piece of metal or something, and that over time it begins to become toxic. Okay, there's like toxic fumes. So nobody wants to. It's interesting. The conservatives want to pass it, want to make it happen because it's becoming more and more of a liability, and it's more and more poisonous. So it's like time is passing and it's getting heavier and it's becoming more poisonous. They would rather have it happen than stay what it is, because it's stuff is going to be revealed. They're desperate, all these conservatives. So what is happening behind the scenes? Wow, this is pretty interesting, guys. I don't know, this is resonating with what I've seen before. It's making more sense. Okay, so I see that and this is like kind of similar to me. I feel like she's waiting. I said before, I think she's waiting for Mueller. There's something here where I feel like they can't unmask it right now. They know there's some dirt here, okay? And so there's just like something here that they know it's going to explode, okay? And it's these powerful, some of these conservatives are involved. And I see here Boris Johnson, who is just like super, it's interesting because the conservatives in the UK are very, how do I explain it? It's almost like they're extremely establishment, okay? They're very, come from these upper class families. They went to Eton, which is this prep school where the upper class goes to. I'm thinking of Boris Johnson. So, and whereas here, a lot of these Republicans are not necessarily like that, okay? But they are in the UK. That's what it's like. But it's showing, like I said, all these people, lords or whatever you call them, they're involved. A lot of people. It's guys, this is so weird to me because I have very little knowledge. But it's telling me Profumo affair, which I happen to know because I like British culture or whatever. Profumo affair was something that sank a secretary or something. I remember this in the 60s. There was a big scandal called the Profumo affair. And maybe it's telling me that it's going to be yet another revelation of all these secrets of all these people. A lot of people are going to fall as a result. Okay. But it's showing. So anyway, so she is pushing. Interesting. Wow. See Profumo, because I remember saying Profumo affair, and I'm getting goosebumps. And it's like when the whole thing lifts, it's not even, oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my God, it's big. So it's showing, oh my God, whoa, major goosebumps. Whenever I get goosebumps, it's like it's very serious. It's true. It's yes, So it's like it shows that once the whole thing connected to Brexit lifts, then the whole thing crashes down. This is why they're afraid of it. That they want it to go through because whatever it's underneath it is the real problem. Okay. So then at the same time, and I know the Queen doesn't get involved in politics as far as I can tell, as I remember, but she has a little conversation. She's like, bitch, come over here. No, not like that. Theresa May, it's time. We should like to have a conversation about what exactly is going on with the Brexit situation. I have heard from the American government that there's a lot there that is quite. I don't know if she doesn't talk, the upper class, they have, these funny accents, whatever, but it's not like that. But she's very, doesn't talk like that, I'm sure. But no, can't believe it. I've heard that there's a lot of negative outcomes if we choose to go through with it. I'm not sure it's the best idea for now. Or whatever, because basically it shows also, this is what is also, I got this very interesting image too, guys, which was, okay, the first thing was it's as if imagine, you see the map of Europe and then the UK apart. Okay, So it shows that in context, this is what it's showing. The queen, this is the thing about the queen, okay, what she's telling Theresa May. She's saying, look at what's going on in Europe, okay? And it's obvious that the Russians are agitating France and Germany, okay? Yeah, yeah, so see, this is the thing. He's saying has capability. We didn't like that May lied to her when she said she got do alliance, something like that. Okay, so yeah. Oh wow! Oh my God, you guys! Whoa, Joanne, I'm getting more goosebumps because remember I said the perfume affair. It says here, perfume affair involved British politicians who were compromised by having had affairs with Russian prostitutes. Bam! Woo! This is Sarah Huckabee Sanders' face. First thing World said nothing happened. Nothing happened. They're lying. They're lying. Russian spies, yeah, the same. You know, this is, oh my God, Russian spy. Well, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Whoa. Yes, I'm here. Rosa Sequestrator. I am here. Couldn't interview me. Yes, I know it. I know it's Profumo Affair 0.2, 2.0. Anyway, but really, guys, I'm serious, like, about it. That I'm just wanted to say this again because this is a big. I'm like, it's funny because sometimes, guys, those things that happens in readings, I'm a little bit tired. You know, well, it doesn't matter. But it's like sometimes you get, you know, kind of jolt like this, you know, like stuff like this. It seems to me like a big deal. Okay, I guess. I'm guessing, I'm sure. But I just wanted to say that about this, that I haven't finished. There's more to this story, okay? That I just wanted to finish this image that I was telling you about, which is that you saw that the Queen is telling Theresa May, look at what's happening. It's very obvious. They're coming here. They're poisoning us. They are, you know, there's all these, they're trying to create all this craziness, okay, all this stuff. They're trying to create all the mess, okay, in France and Germany because they're against them. And we're investigating them, and it shows, this is the thing, they wanted them, the image I got, that they wanted to break up like a piece of wood, break up the UK from the EU. But that actually it bounces back, and it kind of like they kind of like love each other, like, oh, like a heart symbol kind of thing, okay. And then it shows that this is the way that it tilts back, you know, kind of like a pendulum, right? It's pendulum one way, which is what they were trying to do, and then to the left, okay. Right in the I'm not talking about left and right in political parties. I'm just saying that the direction, you know, they wanted to create all this chaos, and the Queen is like, I know exactly what this is. She's saying, I'm old, I've seen it. They want to destabilize us, and we can't let it happen. She's saying, I mean, she's not saying it in the way that Trump would have liked to hear it. She's saying it from her perspective, from her wisdom, what she has seen happen, and it's obvious that the Russians are waiting, because obviously they've been attacking the UK, but they are hopeful that this is going to happen so that it shows once they weaken us, they're going to attack each one of us separately. Okay, so that's what they want. And it's sort of like people kind of get it together. Okay, and like I said, they are waiting. Oh my, whoa. Oh my God, you guys. Wow, he's saying, oh my God, I don't know what she was saying. It was reported that May was talking to the Queen last night. I'm psychic. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Oh my God, isn't that crazy? Whoa. So, whoa. Yeah, wow. So guys, anyway, so just finishing this, okay? So this is obvious. It's kind of like, you know, like I said, they're waiting, but there's something about Mueller they're waiting, okay? Waiting in the sense that they want to connect it all to the American thing, okay? And they know that it's connected. They know, okay, so oh my God. So now let's see what happens next here, okay? Because of a very, you know, guys, it reminds me of these movies. I've seen these movies. Have you seen these movies of like these British historical dramas? That's what it looks like to me. It's like, no, the Russians are coming. Don't let them. We must save it. We must save the country. And that's it. They're doing it again. because the queen is like, bitch, I was there in the Second World War. All, I mean, seriously, say what you will about them. I think, it's a little kooky, a little weird, but they were always obviously very, they were very, they defend their country. Okay. Bottom line, they stand up for the country, right? I think I've always seen it. So they're like, dude, if we let these, if we get out of there, so, oh my God, vote. Okay. 40 weeks in election for another. So, okay, guys, so now let's see here. What's next? Okay, for another vote, Haskip, can you I don't understand what the sentence is here. Can you please say it again? And for another vote, 50 needs to extend it. Takes 40 weeks to make an election. Okay, don't want it. What do they don't want? They don't want what? They don't want Brexit? I'm just trying to understand what you're saying, just so I can ask the question maybe in context, or maybe not. Let's see here what's going to happen. Let me see what happens next, okay? Because it seems very dramatic here. Okay, so what's happening next? So, okay, so this is what I see, guys. Okay, so this is not, yeah, no. So it shows, this is the thing that it shows, okay? This is what it shows. Okay, so this is what it shows. It shows that the queen, okay, there's this like, what is awkward about England, which is interesting, okay, is that it's obviously the upper class connections means that they all went to school together, the people in the MI6, and some of the people in the parliament or whatever you call it. I don't know the names, okay? So it shows that they are friends, they know each other, okay? But the MI6 and the Queen and the military, UK military, whatever it is, they know these people, the people who are friends with the Russians. I mean, that guy, come on. The fact that guy's still at large, but the UKIP guy, I forgot his name. Those people are very kind of like random. Okay, they're not but there are some very serious, very famous conservatives in the UK who are connected. Okay. Okay, so at the 20, okay, so leaving the EU, that's the 27. So, oh yeah, Nigel. So he's not a main person, but there are others, guys. I see that there's a lord. There's somebody who with an aristocratic title who is involved in this. I don't know who it is. Who is a big person, and he's gonna fall. Okay. So can we stop? Okay, GR, I know you mean well, but I'm trying to focus. Can we not like say? I know there's a lot of pedophiles, but let's just focus on this thing right now with this. I'm trying to get with this, and I just like right now I just want to finish the Brexit, and let's get with it. Okay, just for now. Sorry, I'm just like okay. I have to because I'm trying to read what he has to say too. Okay, so MI6. What I was just going to say is that the MI6 thing, okay, is they know what's going on with the Russians, right, and the military, British military, and the Queen is aware of it. Okay. So they're gonna have to take some of their peers, okay, their own kind of their own friends or whatever you call it, and it's showing me, guys, the same thing. Remember the whole thing with the Cambridge 5, whatever it was called? There was the spies. What was his name? My God, I've seen these documentaries before. Kim Philby. Remember Kim Philby? It was a very famous case in the England about this guy who was a spy. Okay, he escaped to Russia, and he was cultivated since his college days, in I think the 60s. I don't know, remember 50s. I don't know when. I think it was the 50s, and he became a very very high level MI6. Is that right? 16 or 6 or something person, and then he was Secret Service, UK Secret Service, and then he escaped. Okay, so a lot of people died because the secrets are sold, but basically it's something like this. Okay, they're going to have to execute quickly in conjunction. There's something going to come out about the Mueller investigation that they're going to have to act quickly, and the Queen's going to be involved in this. Oh, interesting. This is it. Okay, this is maybe because there's somebody who is a person with a title. Okay, and it's an older guy. Obviously, they're older guys, but it's somebody with some sort of title, and and so it's just kind of compromised. And here, yeah, I do see an image of some sort of sexual. I think they may have information of these people, and they are using it to blackmail them as well. And not that they didn't want it, but it's kind of like they get the dirt on people and they push them, okay, and then they're friendly, and then when they want something, they really push hard using the blackmail. And this guy, there's blackmail and a lot of them, okay, but basically, um, yeah, it's these people who are in high society in the UK, okay, who are involved in this as well. There's just a lot of people. So yeah, so this is it, guys. I think it's and guys, and if anything, the Russians are very smart in the sense that they understand the class resentments. Okay, they understand how those people were feeling left out. Okay, they were feeling like they had so much power before, and how come they lost it. And so it's a very interesting, how they found these people and they were able to get, because it shows that this guy, whoever it is that did businesses with them, their businesses are completely compromised. They're just for money laundering purposes, and they know it. And the Russians have all the documents. I mean, they know. So okay, so then is this going to go through? What's going to happen? Yeah, I think Theresa May is gonna stall as per the request of the Queen. I think she was already doing this, but she wants to continue to stall because they're waiting a little bit. Okay, yeah, yeah, exactly. And they call in the UK. The UK's suffered a lot since the whole. I agree. So there's a lot of poverty, more than because it's interesting. The UK in the 70s, it was really terrible, and there was all these things, and then like I don't know. It's kind of going back to that era. Okay, where there's kids who have no food and all those different things. It's just like poverty is increasing, and they had to create this social. A long story. I don't know that much, obviously, about British history, but but it's showing here, guys, that it's a matter of like they're waiting for action, the coordination with Mueller, whatever it is gonna come out. Okay, and so. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, no, but I see her stalling, and I don't think that. Yeah, she's stalling. I'm telling you, this is what's happening. She is stalling. Okay, she's stalling, not for necessarily for the reasons that everyone thinks. Okay, like I said, it's also for national security, and it's serious. Okay, but like I said, there's a okay. What is exactly that they're waiting for from Mueller? Okay, worldwide agencies. Oh my God, guys, worldwide intelligence agencies, the MI6. Australia, a lot of places. I'm getting goosebumps now. They're waiting, and there's going to be a moment that they're going to pull a trigger, like something like this. I see, boom, a coordinate at once, and it's going to be a blackout of those people. I don't know what it is, like not just the British, the Russians or whatever it is that their networks are, and it's going to happen in every country. Okay, and 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 they want Mueller he's like waiting a little bit more, just a little bit more. Once Trump is about to have to resign behind the scenes, that's when they're gonna do it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So this is it. Okay. Yeah, because I think guys. Not that I'm saying that Theresa May is the greatest person in the world or anything. It's just that it's just one of those moments, guys. Honestly, that we're watching history unfold. Very important readings. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that like about me. Very important readings. No, very important countries. Okay, it's not attack. It's kind of like they get the perpetrators at once. You know how you see sometimes, like for example, arrests. The other day was this news about 80 people arrested in the mafia in Italy. The mafia was arrested, something like that. Except that it's worldwide. Okay, so so you know what I'm saying? So it's something like that where they do this thing like at once. So like I said, I just think that they're stalling it to stop it and to wait until this whole thing happens at once. Yeah, it's not even sting. I mean, it's like it's they're waiting because they're obviously worried for several reasons, and they're letting them know they're winning. Okay, and there was an interview recently. Okay, um, yeah. So it was just like, and I think, yeah, I think I see. Oh my God, I see Prince Charles. I see the Queen, and who else? I'm a goosebumps, which always. Oh my God, it's like who else? There's somebody else there too. Who is it? The princes don't even know it. The young princes don't even know it. Okay, so who else? There's somebody else. The Queen, Prince Charles, somebody else. Who is it? Nobody else. Who is it? Oh, the guy. I'm seeing. What's his name? What's his name? There's a military. You know, so I say it because I was admiring. Yeah, I was admiring. So there's a new guy in the. I think it's the British military. He's also an upper class guy. I was like, oh, he's attractive. Oh, hi. But there he is. Know it. Yeah, he knows it. I don't know, guys. There's a new guy who's like he's also upper class. I was like, oh, it's handsome. Hello. What's his name? Bond? Are you Bond? Huh? You need an assistant. Here, it's me. Rose the psychoestigator. Yeah. If you need the information, I can zip. So no, but really, there's a handsome guy who I think is the new head of the British military. Okay, I was like, oh, I remember him. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. So him, the MI6 guy, and the Queen and Prince Charles. I think even though he's I don't know why he knows it, but I guess he knows it. Okay. She's like, I gotta tell you, Charles, because if I drop that for some reason, you got the information. Okay. So interesting. So this is it, guys. Once I think, and this is the interesting thing I see here. Oh, this is explaining too. Oh my God, guys, today is on fire. Today on fire. So information. The spirits are telling me they're like, put it on internet fast. People need informations. People need informations. They're saying, go post it, post it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut up this part about Brexit. I'm gonna post it right away on YouTube, I think, so that people can watch those information. So it's showing that guys, that when the Brexit things really stops, okay, the momentum changes. This is what I was going to say. Okay, the momentum changes and things get better again. It's just because what is happening, they really are they really are taking, the Russians, it's almost like they're letting them play, okay? Letting them, and I always watch FBI files or whatever. Sometimes, there was one, it's like they let the criminals, they start following the criminals, even though they could have arrested them, but they don't let them, we monitoring what they're doing, and then they catch them at a specific moment. Okay, so it's kind of what it looks like to me, because they don't want to create a ruckus. They have to make sure everything is right. Okay, exactly. Not just even work, but it's because it's a dangerous thing. Okay, it's a worldwide conspiracy. It really is, and I think it's not going to end well. No, not for them. No, no, no. So, wow, guys, crazy, huh? Guys, this was one of those moments. Sometimes I have these readings. Of course, that's what it showed, right? Housecape, isn't that obvious, right? That's what I think, right? That's what. Okay, let me just ask the way you asked. Will Brexit be canceled? Going to sink. It's going to sink because I show. At first it's interesting. I have to find a way to figure out an image to see what's going to happen. First, I saw it kind of going down, and then it said I pictured yes and no, and Brexit is just like a big logo saying Brexit, and it's going towards the yes. It's going towards the yes, and then it sinks. It gets very close, and it sinks. Okay. So that's that. So this is it. It sinks. It's going to sink, and it's like I said, guys. I feel like Hascape. I'm just saying that it's this image before that it becomes toxic. It's almost as if it's heavy. It becomes very heavy, and it starts to sink over time. It's like the body, dead body, right? It smells, and it's just smelling, and it gets worse and worse and worse, and it doesn't. Yeah, not just Titanic. It's just something else. It's almost as if it's a metal or something that becomes heavier over time, and nobody can hold it. The price of holding it is it's the hot potato situation. It's too hot to handle, and we have to drop it. And no one wants to go through it because the whole thing was made on the premise of it was a lie. Okay, so the premise of it was a lie. So so like I said, it's gonna guys, so interesting, right? It's exposing the same thing here. It's exposing the dirt and the corruption. Exactly. Anchor that drowns them. That's very good, Jared. Something like that. So it just exposes the same thing here. You know how here too, those people who are the dark people who did all these things to hurt their own country behind the scenes because they were desperate. The same thing. They're going to be like, woof, there they are, and they're going to have to, and it's so interesting. It's so, and I gotta tell you guys, not to be, not to be like conspiracy, but that there's this woman. She just happens to be the VP of communications on Facebook. Yeah, she's a very Rachel Whetstone, her name is. Supposedly she's great at what she does. She's very well liked, but she's very connected to all these Brexit people. They're all friends, okay? Like, and her husband is also a Brexit. Long story. I don't want to get into it, but it's just like these people. It's a small world for them, okay? So I wonder what's going to happen to them. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Time to go. So this was amazing. It was intense, huh? So I'm gonna post, obviously on Patreon. I'm going to do a little airbrushing. Yeah, I'm gonna post on Patreon, and then this is gonna be on Patreon, right? But I'm gonna post the thing about Brexit online because I feel like it's urgent information. So very nice, Hascape. Thank you for the informations. Yeah, very good. This was very good, very cool. This is very cool. I'm like, right? So, yeah, no, it's very cool. Okay, so like I said, Headscape, I'm gonna post it on YouTube soon. Okay, I need to cut this, split it, and then do it. Okay, so good night. Tomorrow, guys, I'm sure tomorrow there's gonna be crazy news. Okay, well, so much news all the time. Well, tomorrow and Friday is gonna be. This is just bombshells going forward. President is sinking. Yeah, President, I have something for you, President. President. All right. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.